At the heart of central Philippines, in the city of Tacloban, lies a melting pot of cultures. With many travelers coming from around the world, one can still see today how international influences have made their mark in Tacloban's cosmopolitan culinary experiences. Many indeed come to visit, and some end up staying, falling in love with the city's beauty and its friendly people. This is how the story goes for Italian restaurant owner Joseph Bonavitacola, who now resides in Tacloban City.
How did it all start? That was a long time ago in my book already, because that was in 1992. I had met my wife about a year ago, a year before that, so in New York City, and we decided to get married. So I came over to meet the parents of my wife, and we decided to stay here for 2 years, open a small restaurant. As a matter of fact, it was only half the size of what we have right now. And from 2 years, then it became 3, 4, 5. 2 kids came along, so we decided that after all it's not that bad here in the Philippines. So we extended it year after year after year, then we expanded the restaurant, and here we are right now after 17 and a half years. It's a very common story, I think. It's very nice and easy to live in this country. No running around like in New York City before, or even in Italy, in Rome, or in Italy, in Avellino, where I come from, La Campania. It's very relaxed here, so I love it here. It's really nice.
With his experience intact, Joseph opened his own Italian restaurant, GIUSEPPE'S, which has been a popular dining spot for locals for over 17 years. Their traditional Italian cuisine is inspired by home-style, handmade food, handed down from generations. Using only the finest ingredients, sourced from all over the world, from the freshest seafood from Philippine waters to the finest extra virgin olive oil from Italy, GIUSEPPE'S brings the world of Italian dining to the dinner tables of Tacloban.
We have our own wines that we brought from Italy. We imported some cheeses from Italy. We make our own homemade pastas like this. The lasagnas and the ravioli and the cannelloni, everything is homemade. Even the desserts are made by us. Everything is made. Sometimes you have to create things. Sometimes you have to substitute. We don't like to substitute a lot, but a little bit, a little bit. Just like I said before, I served you guys focaccia with quesillo. Quesillo is a local cheese, focaccia is Italian, so we combine things sometimes, but it turns out to be quite good, so we're happy for that. So,
along with the appetite-whetting antipasto, such as the focaccia, the main dishes of authentic homemade pastas, and the family-sized servings of grilled meats and seafood are popular among the local diners. Their brick oven baked pizza is a delectable treat, and their wood-fired oven adds a distinct and flavorful taste to each dish.
The brick oven, of course, is different from a regular oven where you have gas operated. This one here has wood, and it's a particular wood which gives also taste to the food, just like to the pizza or to our baked lasagna, baked cannelloni, baked ravioli. Before we have to do it, we were used to do it on the broiler, but that is gas operated. Now we have the opportunity to have this oven and with firewood. The taste is totally different because of the wood.
In a city that has such delicious local food, and with Filipinos being particularly attached to their home cuisine, it is quite a feat that an Italian restaurant like GIUSEPPE'S has survived for so long in Tacloban. Joseph confesses that the restaurant was not so popular in its first 2 months, but he shares his secret for winning over the locals.
Like in anything else, when you haven't tried something, you're always skeptical, you always stay away from it. But sometimes you just have to kind of introduce it, and maybe sometimes I give things for free just to let them taste. Or our pizzas, when we first started with this brick oven pizza, firewood pizza, we eat all you can once a month. So we put the pizza on the buffet and we served it to all the tables, like eat as much as you want, and usually we get a good response from that. So
GIUSEPPE'S has managed to harmoniously blend the intense, bold flavors of authentic Italian cuisine, along with the more subtle and sweeter preferences of the Filipino palate. The results are taste bud-tingling dishes where the best of both worlds meet.
When I first started, our sauces, like the tomato sauce, our sauce is a little bit on the sour side, the tomatoes usually. But then I learned that the Filipinos like it a little bit sweeter. So instead of adding sugar like many do for that, I tried to cook it a little bit longer and use ingredients where it will smoothen the taste of the sauce, so it becomes more agreeable to the palate of the Filipinos.
Giuseppe's Italian restaurant certainly offers a dining experience for both the uninitiated as well as sophisticated palates by remaining true to its Italian roots. It is no surprise that one would find such a restaurant in a city where cultures and cuisines converge, and where people like Joseph end up finding a new place to call home.